Hi guys, Craig Rivers here from Rivers End Outdoors. So today I'm up at my friend's hunting camp. Now he just passed away this last year, but I did have the opportunity to come back up here. One of my other friends is here, and we're going to get together and have dinner, and hopefully we're going to take a ride and go look and see if we can find a nice buck to get. Either for him or myself. So anyway, what I want to do is I want to show you around here, take some images, and make a little film of all that. And when my friend gets back, maybe I'll have him talk a little bit about the place. He knows a lot more about the history than I do. And it's kind of some interesting history. This place was built in 1927, so it's really old. Not quite as old as my place, but it's old. And it's up here in the hills. So let me turn this thing around and do some filming. Okay, so that's an old cookhouse right there, back there. And then over there is what we call the sleeping porch. That's got bunks and whatnot in there for hunters. And I mean, there's an old barn over there. This rock wall is really cool. That white thing there is a generator shed. My friend Kenny's truck, my Jeep, and then their driveway goes down around over that way. There's a old swimming pool here, just kind of a square cement box. We had one like this at the ranch, one of the ranches I lived at before. They're really nice. Easy to build. Unfortunately, it's hard to keep them up with the water. Now up here in the hills, if you got a spring, you can just let your spring feed it and then overflow it into a cow trough or whatever, but I think they kind of gave up on it. I guess this one has some leaks or whatnot, but maybe my friend Kenny can talk about that a little bit, because he remembers coming up here for family picnics and whatnot, and this was all green grass and lawn, and they used to swim in there and everything. So it's definitely a cool place. Now you can see clear across the canyon over there, way over there, that ridge line over there. Well, there's a big canyon that goes down here and up the other side. And a lot of the people we know live over there. You know, people from our area, we've known forever, old families. Goes way up that way. And this canyon is the creek that goes through my ranch. That's actually dry right now. I think there's a few spots with water down in there. And actually straight down the hill here, there's a good place to catch trout. They kind of get landlocked in there. So yeah, kind of a neat old place. This is actually the building there behind my Jeep. That's the main cabin area. And we'll go up in there and take a look and kind of show you what that all looks like. All right. So this is what it looks like up here. There's the old cookhouse I was telling you about. This end actually has some showers in it, but none of that's worked for a long time. This pit here that we use for a fire pit now actually had an old tree in there that my friend that owned this place, his name was Tad, and his grandfather planted a tree in there, and that only recently just fell over and died. It's kind of a shame, but we've been using it for a fire pit ever since. And then nobody's been up here for quite a while. This is the first day we've been up here in a long time. So I'll show you inside the cabin. These are a couple old gas fridges. They work great. You know, Lord only knows how old them things are. But they work. And you don't need electricity for them, and they keep everything nice and cold. I hope there's enough light in here for you guys to see. Maybe later on this evening when we turn on the power, I'll come back in and film some more. But these are all the bucks all these bucks were shot up here. They're basically all over the walls up here. Now these are black-tailed deer. That's what we have in our region. And like I said before, they're not easy to hunt. You can't just stand up in a tree, sit up in a tree stand and wait for one to come by and shoot it. It doesn't work that way. So, a lot of history in here. Definitely a lot of history. I'm just so heartbroken that I lost my friend last year. He was a good man. And we had a lot of good times up here. So anyway, when Kenny gets back, we'll talk to him and get a little information from him, and we'll go from there.
Uh, 45 minutes.
Yeah, this is a nice 4x3 buck that Kenny got here on our friend Tad's ranch. This is a beautiful buck. You don't get him much better than that as far as blacktails. A nice size, big buck. Very good. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So I didn't get a chance to interview Kenny about the ranch up there. But because, of course, the buck that he got, and, you know, we wanted to get things cleaned up, get the deer, you know, squared away, and have some dinner, and we needed to do some other things. So, the man who owned the place, his name was Tad. Now, his family had that place for many, many generations. I don't know, 4, 5 generations, I have no idea. But he was a good man. He didn't have kids himself, but he had a real good love of kids and people and friends and whatnot. And his policy was to always let a young hunter, for, you know, young girl or boy, if they wanted to get their first buck, or anybody that really wanted to get their first buck, they could get it on his place, which was kind of neat. Now, I had the opportunity year before last, I believe, to take a young man who's son of a friend of mine at work. Tanner is his name. And after this little segment, I'll put some other pictures in from around the ranch, if I can kind of fit it all in there. And you'll see a picture of him with his first buck, and it is pretty exciting. He's such a good boy, and he did a really, really good job. And on that trip, it was Kenny and myself and Tanner's father. And that was a good weekend. I enjoyed that. But yeah, so hunting season here where we're at is only got about a week to go. We got all of this upcoming week and then the next following weekend. I don't know if I'll get a buck this year. It's not really a big deal. I've shot so many deer throughout my lifetime that, I mean, it's not a problem. So anyway, we'll continue on. I'll throw in some videos or some images and maybe short videos of other deer that we got up there. And yeah, I hope so far you've enjoyed what I've filmed and what I've presented, and I will probably catch you next time. So that's everything for the film, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm looking to do more stuff like this, more hunting, fishing. You know, just been a bad year, and I hope you're all doing good, and I hope you're having a good time with your adventures and you're able to get out and do what you want to do. So that being said, please like and subscribe to my video. This is Craig Rivers. I will see you next time. Bye now.